Hey everyone! Today we're going to figure out the ideal viewing order for seasons 1 and 2 of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. The episodes were out of order when they aired, so this can be a bit tricky, but fortunately we're already halfway there because the work has already been done for season 1. So you can go to this website, trishmishtree.tumblr.com to see the list of episodes and explanations for why they're in that particular order. As for season 2, the only advice I could find online was to watch the episodes by production code order, which I tried, but there were still quite a few things that didn't match up or flow very well regarding character introduction and relationship progression. So let's rearrange it right now so that it makes more sense. Okay, so this is how it's set up if you watch it by production code. The Collector and Prime Queen, those are good to start out with. Collector is obviously a continuation of the season 1 finale, and then Prime Queen is a good episode to establish the Ladybug and Cat Noir dynamic at the beginning of the season. Glaciator does not work as the third episode at all. This is the pivotal episode when Ladybug/Marinette realizes Cat Noir is not the type of guy she thought he was, and as the season progresses, she becomes more and more affectionate toward him. So we've got to keep the episodes where she's more disapproving and annoyed before Glaciator. For example, Frightningale has to happen before Glaciator because Marinette speaks disapprovingly of Cat Noir in that episode. I prefer Frightningale immediately before Glaciator because these two episodes together create a very powerful Ladybug-Cat Noir relationship arc if you watch them back to back. They become synchronized in combat in Frightningale, and then Ladybug/Marinette realizes Cat Noir has genuine feelings for her in Glaciator. So Lady Noir relationship progression activated with those two episodes. Before Frightningale, Siren has to happen because that's where we meet Ondine, who is showcased in the music video in Frightningale. Before Siren, we need to have Sapites because Alia is already Rena Rouge at the beginning of Siren. I feel like the Dark Owl has to happen before Sapites because Alia is super stoked about helping Ladybug and Cat Noir as a civilian in the Dark Owl, and she probably wouldn't react quite the same way if she were already Rena Rouge. So now, let's separate out the episodes where Ladybug/Marinette is more affectionate toward Cat Noir and make sure they happen after Glaciator. She's noticeably affectionate toward him in Troublemaker, Gigantitan, Gorizilla, Zombie Zoo, Anansi, and Sandboy. Okay, let's scoot some of these episodes up. Despair Bear makes a good third episode because it establishes the dynamic between Adrien and Marinette. Riposte fits really well after that one because it makes sense that Marinette would take the initiative to get closer to Adrien by joining the fencing team after dancing with him at the party. But Adriennette hits a hiccup at the end of Riposte when Marinette hears Adrien referring to her as a very good friend, so I think we need a buffer episode before Befana, which is when Adrien gives Marinette a lucky charm for her birthday. So let's put Robustus here. Nothing is happening between Adrien and Marinette in this episode, and Ladybug is still acting annoyed with Cat Noir, so it fits really well. Okay, now for what happens after Glaciator. I think Gigantitan immediately follows it because Andre the Ice Cream Maker is showcased in Gigantitan and Baby August is showcased in Glaciator. So I think these two episodes are meant to go together as a pair. We're going to put Anansi and Sandboy towards the end of the season because they complete Ladybug and Cat Noir's relationship arc. In the middle here we've got Captain Hardrock, which is where Marinette meets Luka, and Frozer, where she goes on a double date with him. I think Gorizilla would happen before all of that. Marinette's obsession with Adrien in this episode is very intense, so I think Luka would not have entered the picture yet. Troublemaker, I think, has to happen after Frozer, because the fact that Adrien approached Marinette for advice on how to pursue another girl in Frozer means that he's probably never even considered the possibility that Marinette might have feelings for him. Another clue in Frozer, when Adrien is looking around the school for someone to ask for advice, we see Mark and Nathaniel working together, which means Reverser has to happen before Frozer. And then, when we look at Reverser, we see Nathaniel drawing sketches of Queen Wasp, which means this pair of episodes has to go before Reverser. So the next question is, where do we put Zombie Zoo? Let's put this one in between Gorizilla and Captain Hardrock, because we for sure need a buffer episode between when Marinette goes to a movie with Adrien and when she meets Luka. Alright, we've made it to the final episodes. So, the first thing we need to do over here is put Sandboy and Anansi in the right order. In Sandboy, Ladybug finds out Cat Noir's worst fear is that she wants to get rid of him, and in Anansi, she reassures him that he's irreplaceable. So these two need to be switched around. The last question is, where do we put Maledictator? And the clue for this one lies in the last scene of the episode when Alia mentions Carapace. Carapace is introduced in Anansi, so Maledictator has to go after Anansi right before the season finale. And there we have it, the ideal viewing order for Season 2. Take a screenshot, share it around, feel free to comment on if you agree or disagree with my reasoning, and enjoy watching the show. I'll see you in the next video.